Oh man, I don't even know where to even begin with this one though. Cosmic Book News: X-Men 97's massive flop beat by Echo in the ratings. I have done so many videos about X-Men 97 flopping, and for some odd reason, people are still there telling me, no, Joe, the show is fantastic, the show's doing great. And then I found this chart down here. I scrolled down to this little chart, and it just shows the dire situation Disney is in these days. This is their 2024 share of Disney Plus original series viewership numbers, okay? I actually don't know what a real Bug Life is, though, but that's at 2.6%. The biggest chunk is 33%, and that's others. Somehow, Percy Jackson, 23%? I stopped watching after episode 1. Apparently, people are watching the show and loving it. But Echo, the next biggest chunk, at 11.8%. How is that possible? I watched every single episode and reviewed every single episode on this channel. It was a slog to get through. Who was watching Echo? If X-Men 97 lost to Echo and it's 5% off, how much better was Echo's numbers? Damn, dude, are we gonna get an Echo season 2 based on these numbers right here? If you're Disney Plus though, okay, just pretend for a second you're Bob Iger and you're looking at these numbers and you're like, wow, Echo has 11%, 11.8%. Do you just go all in on it? Because you're going to say, okay, well, 11.8% like this show. No, I'm sorry. 11.8% watch this show. Doesn't matter if they're watching because they like it or they hate watching it. They're watching this show. So are we going to get an Echo Season 2? Just by looking at this chart, though, I think we might, though. And then, of course, X-Men 97, 6.8%. I mean, it's already been rumored that we're going to get a second or third season of the show, though. I think they started it off. One of my first videos talked about, yes, it has been renewed for a second season. So, at this percentage, when you're not even close to Echo, and you think you're going to get more seasons out of this? Oh man, I don't know. The Bad Batch is next. Gotta say, after season 1, I didn't care about that show anymore. Season 1 was fantastic. No, let me take that back, though. There were a couple of episodes in season 1 that were fantastic. Most of that show was filler at that point. Most of it, they didn't know what they were doing, but apparently that's still holding strong. Next is Renegade Neo. I thought that's soon going to be removed from Disney Plus. I can't imagine that show getting more than a second season. At first I thought they were going to give that show the Willow treatment, where they just put it on for a month and then just remove it from existence entirely, but it's holding. It's holding on strong. But then, of course, Ahsoka, abysmal ratings. Mandalorian Season 3, abysmal. Loki Season 2, abysmal. Mandalorian Season 1, that's an oddly low amount. And I would say that was the best season of all of them. I would say The Mandalorian Season 1 was the best product in this entire graph. So somehow Echo beat X-Men 97. And people are telling me, yes, this show is so great and everyone loves it, everyone's watching it. No, they're not. Here's scientific, mathematical proof that no one's watching it. So, man, are we going to get a second season of Echo? That show ended so poorly that they are going to retcon what happened in that one and make the Kingpin a bad guy again. Now, let me just answer an old comment where someone said, wait a second, Joe, the Kingpin wasn't a good guy at the end. Yes, he was. That was the whole point of Maya Rudolph Lopez sticking her fingers in his chest, was to take away his pain, thus making him a good guy. That now he's a guy pain-free of all of his mental anguish as a child. So yes, he's a good guy now, but obviously in Daredevil Born Again, if we ever get that show, oh man, what an abysmal attempt of content that's going to be. But yeah, the Kingpin's going to have to be a bad guy. So the events of that entire show are null and void. They don't matter at all. So what do you guys think about that, though? Do you think we're going to get Echo Season 2 as a... Is she going to be in the Avengers? Are they going to put her as like a street level Avenger? Or are they going to put her like Midnight Suns or something like that? Let me know what you guys think about that.